And we are back for another episode of Black Ink Crew Chicago, season 5, episode whatever. It's gonna be in the description bar because I don't remember. All right, so this is quick recap. They are still at the tattoo convention, and this is day 2. Day 1, Charmaine was slipping on her pimping and screwed a bunch of stuff up. So yeah, this is the next day at the convention, and Ryan has an attitude. Because he feels like they're yet again disrespecting his name and his brand. I would definitely have more sympathy if he did not contribute to the delinquency himself by always partying with them and letting everybody get over. So, too bad. So sad. And I guess he's explaining to his assistant, whatever her name is, that it was actually a test. He's testing everybody. He's watching people. I don't know why, because they're going to act the same way and you're going to accept the same thing. Moving on. Van also finally admits that he smashed Evanita the night before, and Jen is on the plane to head there now. So that ain't gonna be good for nobody, because Jen will put hands on everybody. Okay, so Charmaine and Ford were supposed to go ahead to the convention center to get Lily and Shine registered to tattoo, because and 4 were supposed to go ahead to the convention center to get Lily and Shine registered, because they took Shine and Lily's registration and gave it to 4 and Ryan the day before. So their job was to go get that done. They've been gone for about 3 or 4 hours and nobody can get in contact with them. So when they do finally show up, they have like picture frames in their hands and everybody's like, what is happening? So they come back and they have pictures of the original 9 mag from like years ago. Charmaine wants to walk down memory lane for whatever reason. However, she did not get the paperwork accomplished for Lily and Shine. She didn't say if it was because of a lack of effort or because there was no way to get it done, because I guess that should have happened before they got there. She didn't specify. She just said it didn't happen and she messed up. But if y'all want to come to the convention, y'all can come on. So Lily and Shine, they're going to opt out. They're not going to go. So they go to the convention and Junior pops up. So this should be interesting. Junior lets them know that he works for another company, but he just couldn't be there and not come by and say anything to his friends over at 9 Meg. And Charmaine goes to apologize to him for falsely accusing him of punching Reese in Jamaica last season. And he says they'll talk to it later, but it's fine. 4 is tattooing some girls that they met out there or whatever, and he lets us know that he hasn't really been excited about much of anything since he broke up with Nikki through fault. That he hasn't been excited about much of anything since him and Nikki broke up through fault of his own and his own actions, so can't be too upset about that. That's your own fault. So yeah, Shine meets up with Ryan and lets him know that he won't be signing on as a permanent member of 9 Mag because of all the fights and the different things and the missed opportunities that he's missed being with them, and he leaves. Nobody cares. All right, moving on. So Jen finally shows up and Van is still drunk. Van has been drunk since they showed up in Vegas. He about need a meeting at this rate. So yeah, and Jen and Van are catching up and they're talking, and Evanita's at the door, Van is just playing her to the left and not paying her any attention. Now that Jen's there, it's even more so, and she's showing up at the door talking about, are y'all good? Or Van, are you coming to the hot tub? We'll be in the hot tub. And she just keeps coming back to the door, and she's in their bathroom, and just being very extra, being real aggravating. So yeah, she's gonna be a problem. Moving on. Ryan tells Lily that he talked to Junior, and I guess she don't really have an opinion at this point. She feels how she feels about Junior, and there's nothing she can do about it. So Jen talks to Van the next day after he sobers up, because I guess he really never sobered up on this trip, because he was drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking, as production has showed us. And he does admit to smashing Evanita, but he's sorry about it, and Jen tells him, you keep doing the same thing. You keep saying a lot of things that I don't think you uphold. So in order to prove it to me, make me your wife. Which, why is that the solution? But, okay, girl, if you say so. Whatever you say. So, Van tells Charmaine, confides in Charmaine and let her know, like, hey, he's about to get married, but don't tell nobody. And we all know Charmaine can't hold water in a cup. So she tells everybody. She tells Ryan. She tells everybody. And Van just keeps on drinking. That's going to be the theme for this episode. Van keeps on drinking. So the boys are spending some time together, and they're driving the little slingshot things, like the motorcycle things with like two wheels on the front and one on the back. And Van is so drunk he don't know how to operate it. He's driving with the brake down, the emergency brake on, and it's smoking, and it's just a whole lot happening in that scene. But he lets the guys know that he feels trapped at this point, and there's nothing else that he can do to prove to Jen that he don't want to lose her, because doing right and being faithful and all those other things are just not an option, and he don't know what else to do in order to show her. I could think of a few things, but whatever. If you feel like getting married is the way you're going to prove it to her, even though you feel trapped and it's your only way to keep her, okay, Van, sure, whatever. So they move on and they ask Van, is he coming back to 9 Mag? And he says yes. So Junior's back on the show, which after you tried to beat up production, you wouldn't be welcome back if I was the creator, but anything for ratings, I suppose. So yeah. So Van lets him know he's getting married and he wants them to walk him down the aisle. And they kind of ask him, hey Van, is this something you really want to do? And he can't even answer the question. So we know it's not going to work. We know it's probably not even going to happen. So we're just going to go with it. So the girls are getting dressed for the wedding. They're in the bridal suite and they're getting dressed. And Evanita shows up, which I guess they're still at the house, not really in the bridal suite, but the little caption says bridal suite, but they're still at the Airbnb. Sure. And Evanita shows up and she asks her, where they're going. And they said they get ready for Van's wedding. And she, she has an attitude. And she's like, I'm about to get a hotel. I'm not staying with y'all. I can't deal with this. So long, Evanita. Hopefully you're gone from the entire season and out of our lives because, ugh. All right. So Van is drunk as shit and he's sitting in a random alley and they're just trying to get him to the wedding at this point because the wedding is commencing and they need him to get there without throwing up and passing out because he's really fucked up at this point. And it looks like he's been drinking brown Hennessy and white Patron, which doesn't make for a good concoction. So yeah. So it finally starts and he gets there and, they're supposed to be trading vows and he starts and he lets Jen know, like, this isn't how it was supposed to go. I love you. I don't want to lose you. However, this ain't the way it was supposed to go down. My daughter's not even here, blah, blah, blah. And this is between, like, stumbles and messing with the mic and being belligerent and everything else. So, yeah. Jen already knew that it wasn't going to happen. He wasn't going to go through with it. So she's decided that they're no longer going to waste each other's time. They've already wasted 9 years, so I doubt that she's going anywhere because Ben has been the same since the beginning of this franchise. But whatever, and she decided that she's not going to waste any more of their time, his time, anybody else's time, and she leaves. Now, based on the preview for next week's episode, they're supposed to be talking, and she's supposed to be flying out the handle, and she has on a different outfit, so I'm assuming she just left the wedding chapel, but she didn't leave Vegas. So yeah. So yeah, that is whatever episode this is of the Black Ink Crew Chicago franchise, and we'll see what happens next time at the same place. See y'all later.